This is such a nice looking and tricky exponential problem. If you want to solve this problem, please pause the video because I'm going to solve this problem right now. So this is one of those classic which number is greater type of problem. So 3 to the power of 75 versus to the power of 100. So which number is greater? Our approach, the first approach, is finding kind of the common basis or common exponents now. So we can write down 3 to the power of 75 as 3 to the power of 3 times 25, and then 2 to the power of 100, we can write it down as 2 to the power of 4 times 25. Now we can raise this part of base and exponent according to the laws of exponents. So 3 to the power of 3 is 27, right? So 23 times 3 times 3 to the power of 25. And this is 2 to the power of 4, which is 16 to the power of 25. Now that exponents are the same, we compare the bases. So obviously 27 to the power of 75 is much bigger than 16 to the power of 25. Hence, we can conclude that 3 to the power of 75 is bigger than 2 to the power of 100. So let's go for another example in this kind of exponential problem. Tricky ones, especially for SAT exams, high school, early university exams. So for example, next one is 5 to the power of 60 compared to 25 to the power of 40. So please think about this problem, this comparison of these two pairs of these two numbers as well. So which one is greater? So 5 to the power of 60 or 25 to the power of 60. So here, something that comes to my mind is we can write down 25 as 5 to the power of 2, right? So 5 to the power of 2 times 40. So that's the same thing as 25 to the power of 40. So 5 to the power of 2 times 40. So this becomes 5 to the power of 80, right? So here we have 5 to the power of 60. Here we have 5 to the power of 2 times 40, which is 80. So obviously now the bases are the same, and the one with a bigger, higher exponent wins the race, wins the competition. So 5 to the power of 80 is bigger than 5 to the power of 60. Hence, 25 to the power of 40 is bigger than 5 to the power of 60. So did you get it right or not? Let's go with another example and this type of exponential pairs of numbers, and then we can find and we can kind of crack the code which one is bigger. So let's go for this one. 8 to the power of 40, I think, yes. And 16 to the power of 30. So 8, 16, okay, I think we can just break them down into more exponents. So 8, we can write it as 2 to the power of 3, right? That's the same thing as 8. And then we can multiply the exponent by 40. So 2 to the power of 3 is 8 to the power of 40. That's the same thing, we just broke it down. 16, that's 2 to the power of 4, right? 2 to the power of 3 is 8 to the power of 4. The fourth time it becomes 16. So 2 to the power of 4 times 30. So it becomes 2 to the power of 3 times 40 is 120. And then 4 times 30, again, it's 120. Okay, so exponents are the same, bases are the same, so these are exactly equal. So 8 to the power of 40 compared with 16 to the power of 30, they are exactly the same. So they are the same number. Did you get it right or no? Maybe let's go for another one. with the same approach, with the same mechanism. I don't want to increase the level drastically. Well, I think I kind of save it for another video, which is kind of a level up in this type of comparisons. Let's go with 9 to the power of 75 compared with 27 to the power of 50. So think about it for some seconds. 9 to the 75 compared with 27 to the 50. Which one is bigger? Maybe they are equal. I don't know. So we can write 9 as 3 to the power of 2 then times 75, right? That's the same thing. 3 to the power of 2 is 9 to the power of 75. And then 27 is 3 to the power of 3 times 50, right? 3 to the power of 3 is 27 times to the power of 50 is 27 to the power of 50. We just broke it down. Now if we multiply the exponents here, so that's 3 to the power of 150, and then here again we have 3 to the power of 3 times 50. Again, that's 150. So these two numbers are also equal. Bases are equal, exponents are equal. All we needed to do was to kind of find a way to either kind of make the bases similar or exponents similar. Okay, let's go for another one, and then let's see how this one goes. So 9 to the power of 80 compared with 27 to the power of 53. So again, we have 9 and 27. Let's write them as with a basis of 3. So 3 to the power of 2 is 9 to the power of 80. And then we have 27, which is 3 to the power of 3 times 53. So what is the answer now here? So we just need to multiply the exponents now. So 3 to the power of 160 is this one. And 3 times 53 is just 159, right? So 3 to the power of 159. So bases are the same, and then we compare the exponents. So 3 to the power of 60 is obviously bigger than 3 to the power of 159. So obviously we can conclude that 9 to the power of 80 is bigger than 27 to the power of 53. So I think that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. I think we practiced enough in this level, at least. In our next classes, next videos, we'll go with a deeper, more difficult way. So I want you to share your thoughts and answers in the comments below, and tell me if you use another method or approach kind of in this type of exponential figures to compare them, if they are bigger, smaller, equal. So let me know your answers in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell notification button as well. And as always, I love you guys, appreciate you guys, and see you on our next video. Prime Logic signing out.